First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to Madam Haryani Abdul Hamid for the continuous support and guidance since the first day I received the assignment. For Madam's patience, motivation, guidance and toleration, I managed to complete the assignment within the due date. Madam also helped us understand the assignment clearly through her weekly consultation from group to group just to make sure every student understands the objective of this assignment. Her weekly consultation also has helped me complete the task given from time to time so that I do not procrastinate and do it at last minute. Thank you, Madam. I will also thank my parents for their endless supports ever since I entered the semester. Their consideration for me in completing the assignments has helped me manage time wisely despite being the first daughter in the family. They understand that I also have my commitments in studies, hence they do not push me much in completing the house chores. Not to forget, I would also love to thank all my friends, the one who actually helped me by hands with all the questions that I've been wondering in my head, and I just don't know what to do on the next steps for every task that they guide me since day one, since I received this assignment. I would love to thank all of them, not to be specific, but to all of them who has helped me complete this assignment. So thank you, everyone. Now I'm going to present my next point, which is circular vitae, or it is well known as CV. Okay, so in this CV, we actually it is the first impression of ourselves to our client, especially to the person who we want to get the job from. Okay, from my CV, I've included about me, related experience, about education, my skills, and not to forget my contact number in case if the client wants to contact me or wants to discuss any further about the job. And especially for the skills, it is very important for you to come up with the skills so that your client will know what are your abilities and what you actually can do. Not to forget your related experience. Related experience is also one of the most important elements in finding a job. This not only in online job but also on physical job. Because when through experience, client will actually know what you have done before, what you are capable of doing, and meaning that when you have experience, you have done the job before. So when he gave you the job now, it is not the time for you to actually start to learn something new, but actually you start to doing something that you have done before, and it makes the job more easier, and you will have lesser wrong in completing the job. So that is why when you have your CV letter, it is very important for you to write properly, especially your experience and your skills, and also not to forget your contact number, because without your contact number, they are unable to reach you in case they want to propose you for another better job in the future. Okay, now let me start with the cover letter. These are the cover letters and the sentences that I've been using in order for me to propose the job on any online platforms. So it looks like this. Hello, sir and madam. I am Arisa Patricia from Malaysia. I have read the project, which is data entry, and I am interested and I want this project. For information, I have gone through the job description and requirement, and I would say that I'll be a great fit for the project as I am very familiar with Word, Excel, and other documentation apps. I always have assignments and projects that uses the specialty in handling words. I have a passion for data entry, and I think I am suitable for this job. Also, as a student myself, I have gone through a ton of translation proofreading in my study period, so I am familiar to create fun meaning that able to attract reader attention, especially children, in understanding the meaning, especially in my native language. With my extensive experience in this field, I will give my utmost energy to help you with this job and give you my 110% to give the precise and consistent word to attract people to read the article. Thank you for your time and your consideration. I am looking forward to hiring from you soon. So actually this cover letter are the sentences that I use for every job that I want to propose, and it differ from one job to another job. For example, if I have data entry job, I will use this sentence, but in case if I have a recording job, I will use another different sentences. Okay, I will explain on the next cover letter. Okay, now I am going to explain the online platforms that I have been registered for the past few months for my freelancer job. The first one would be Upwork. My second one is Freelancer. My third one is Guru. My fourth one, People Per Hour, and my last online platform is LinkedIn. So these are the five main platforms that I've been registered for doing the freelance job. And I've also found that some of the platforms are not really effective for myself personally, because I think that the procedure of getting the job is quite complicated and difficult for us newbies to understand about how to get the job. Okay, this is where I will explain the most convenient platforms. I have two platforms that I think that it is very effective and very easy for me to go through, and there are a few reasons behind it. So first one, let me explain about Upwork platforms. Why do I find this is the most convenient platform? Because firstly, I think the bidding requirement is easy, and especially for a new person like me, when I just entered the platform and I don't have experience, that does not count according to your experience, but it counts, but you can freely bid any job that you want. And my second point is that because Upwork, they will always provide you new bidding chances, which if you understand, every platform, they have limits in their bidding numbers, right? So for an example, 30 biddings, the maximum is 30 biddings, but for Upwork itself, they even they say that you only have 5 bidding left, but they will always provide you extra bidding from time to time. That is where I find this where I find it very, very convenient for me, because I can just easily find job from Upwork and I can easily just bid the job, instead of I have to find another platforms to get another job. Okay, the third reason why I like Upwork is because Upwork provides a very clear instruction, a very clear ways for you to bid. It does not you do not have to be very complicated in proposing the job, because in the platform itself, when you open the website, when you registered and all, after when you wanted to start bidding the job, you can automatically see the title of the job, and you can just click the job, and there will be one button to submit a proposal, and from that you can just submit the proposal to the client, and you've just got one bid for that job. So I think it's very easy and a very quick flow. Does not require you to do this and to do that. I think it's very convenient for me. And the fourth reason why I like Upwork is because Upwork provides you the job. I actually got the job, one job, but I didn't manage to finish it. But says that it is easy for you to get the job in Upwork. The clients are very straightforward. They gives you the milestone in the chat room, and you can easily understand the flow from the client. And frankly speaking, my last point is because Upwork provides you the job. you can easily get the job from Upwork. Okay, my next most convenient platform is Freelancer. Why do I say this? Because beside talking about Upwork, which you have to bid for the job, Freelancer actually provides you the right, provides you a contest chance. Okay, when you enter the contest, you can get star rating. So my first reason why I like Freelancer is because they provide you a very easy task contest. Okay, easy task contest meaning that a client will give you a description of the contest that they want. For an example, design a logo. So from designing a logo, you can actually follow the requirement of the client, and you can design the logo according to your client preferences, but according to your creativity yourself. You can also see other people's ideas, and from that you can also get ideas from other people as well. My second point why I like Freelancer is because you can easily get star rating. Okay, why do I say this? Because once you've done the job, you can always personal message the client to give you ratings. Okay, sometimes clients understand that this is due to assignments and stuff, so they will give us rating. Even it's a 3-star rating, it is a rating for point is the clients are very negotiable by giving ratings, because you can always ask them to rate your proposal or your project. Besides talking about the most convenient platforms that in my personal experience, I also have the most not convenient platforms that I would say, but it depends on your experience. This is from my personal experience, which I would say people per hour platform is less convenient for me, because firstly, I don't see a clear picture of the flow on how to beat the job. I've so many times in trying to understand how the people per hour works. Is it the same with Upwork or Freelancer? But it's not, and it's a bit complicated for me to understand the whole process, since the first registration until the end of trying to bid the job. And my second point is because people per hour does not provide you more bidding chances. They provide you 10 bidding chances and that's it. Okay, let's continue with the payment registration. I've been using PayPal. My experience in registering PayPal is quite quite an experience, because why? I only have one bank account number before I registered PayPal, and that is the only main bank account that I've been using throughout my whole life. Bank account must at least have lesser than 100 ringgit, because go out and go to the bank to register a new Maybank account, for example. It took me quite some time for me to actually proceed to the next steps in registering the PayPal. And moving on to the summary of bidding, I've done bidding for 50 jobs, and I've also completed 5 contests. But unfortunately, I only received just a few income generations and also start rating that I will be explaining later. Okay, so let's start with the income generation. I only generate RM30 ringgit Malaysia for one of the project called Recreating Logo that I got from Instagram. I will explain on the next slide. For the only income generation that I got is from the platform of Instagram, and the project name is Recreating Logo, and the income that I got is only RM30 ringgit. I want to hire a designer for their to rebrand their new logo for her small business. So I am very eager to help, because the requirements are very easy. It is just the same as if you bid in Upwork and Freelancer. So these are the only income generation that I got, which is RM30 ringgit. Next, we're gonna start with the job awarded. I was awarded to 2 jobs, which is the first one recreating the logo, and the second one is design for cookie. Okay, let me explain a bit about recreating the logo. Recreating logo is the one that I got income generated. Okay, it is about you creating a logo, and the client wants the clients decided to rebrand their logo, but the items that they sell are still the same. So they want cute graphics on the logo, they want the brand to look outstanding, and they want cute elements in the logo. And we decided to come up with the design as what is required by the client. This job is the platform is from Instagram as well. They posted the poster on their feed with a description saying that they wanted to hire someone who can design a cookie logo, a cookie design, and I've submitted a proposal, and apparently they also like, but there's no payment given, and a comment from the owner. Moving on to the second job awarded, which is design for cookie. Design for cookie is actually you have to design the out layer of the cookie jar, and if you have the jar, it's the design outside. They are looking for someone who can create the best design for their cookie jar. Okay, they believe that receiving various ideas from people around could help them enhance their creativity in creating one. Meaning that they actually want an idea from the audience, from the people who wanted to bid for the job. So, but they don't use our design as their cookie jar, but instead they just want to see ideas. So I submitted the job as well. This job is the platform is from Instagram as well. They posted the poster on their feed with a description saying that they wanted to hire someone who can design a cookie logo, a cookie design, and I've submitted a proposal, and apparently they also like, but there's no payment given, and a comment from the owner. Okay, now moving on to the star ratings job, I was awarded with 2 jobs with star ratings, which I don't really say that it's a star rating because I received this from Instagram, but I can say that it's an approval from the client of my work. Okay, so the first project or job that I received star rating is recreating the logo, which is the ones that I got income generated. From this screenshot you can see above, it is said that when we done a job in Instagram, there's actually no ways for the client to rate your work. Hence, I have to personal message the client to give me star ratings out of 5, and the client said that she can give a 5-star using the emoji. So also not only that, the client also liked my logo that I've designed for them. And my next job for star rating is design for cookie. Also the same procedure, because there is no ways for the client to give you star rating, hence I have to ask the client if they like my design, and if they do, they can give me star rating out of 5. So the client gave me a 5 stars for design for cookie. Explain the disadvantages of doing an online job, okay, which is scammer. We talk about scammer, it is all around the world, it is everywhere. Okay, when we do things, there will always be scammers. So why I can consider these people as scammers are because firstly, they does not provide milestone. If you know, milestone is is like a receipt for you when you've done your job or your work. They will actually pay you according to the milestone given from the first before you start the project. So from that milestone, you actually will identify that this client is a scammer or not, because if they do not provide you milestone, meaning that if you have finished the job at the end of the day, and then if there's no milestone, the client can also just say that, oh, it's okay, I don't have to pay you, because there's no milestone, like that. So the first thing that you need to be very, very careful is that you must make sure that your client provides you milestone before you start doing the job. Okay, And then my second reason why do I say this is scam, because they ask for email. Email is very private and confidential, and I don't think when you find jobs in freelance or Upwork, you need email, because any job requirements or uh, any conversations will only be inside the platform. You cannot do outside the platform. So I think that is quite dangerous and tricky for people who is new. Okay, moving on to the last point of my presentation, which is SWOT analysis. I'm going to start with the strength. What I can see strength by doing this project or assignment is that firstly, I manage both studies and work. As you can see, there are lots and lots of assignments for this semesters, especially during the week 13 and week 14. But we as students I as student managed to do the job, find a job, even though we have limits of time, but we still manage to create logo, we still manage to create brochures, we still manage to create design for our client. In other words, we managed to do extra job despite being a student. Okay, that is one of the strengths that I've seen in myself and also through my friends. And the second point is ready for commitments, meaning that when you register these online platforms, you have to be very ready in receiving commitments. In other words, when you register this online platform, you are ready to do extra job other than you focusing on your study. So it is a strength when you have a good mindset that this is actually an opportunity for me. Okay, and what weaknesses that I encountered throughout the whole process of me doing this online platform freelancer is that firstly, I am not able to secure job. Okay, now moving on to the weakness that I've encountered during the process of me completing the freelance job is that firstly, I am not able to secure the job. Even though I've bid 50 jobs and do 5 contests, I am unable to get any job from the online platforms such as Upwork, Freelancer, People Per Hour, Guru, and also LinkedIn, because I understand there are so many people bidding for the same job and I am not the lucky ones. And the second weakness that I've encountered is that lack of experience. Yes, because when we talk about for an example, freelancer, when we bid for the job, we actually can see other people's comment on bidding the job, which they have their own experience in doing the job. In other words, they are specialized in recording, they are specialized in native speakers, also specialized in editing skills, software skills, and from that experience, actually those people like me who are lack of experience will have left behind. Okay. And now moving on to the opportunity. Throughout the process, I found 3 opportunities, which are the first one, enhance editing skills, because when we continuously doing the job for the client, for example doing the contest, we will actually enhance our editing skill. We do have our editing skill in creating brochure or logo, but we want to improvise from good to excellent design, okay, according to the preferences of our client, meaning that in other words, we have to make it also professional, not in a very our way. Okay, and the next point is learn new skills. Learning new skills, in other words, for me, for my own experience, is the recording experience, where I learn how to record myself using the right pronunciation. For an example, Malay recording or English recording, you need to pronounce the word accordingly, precisely, and so that the client will understand what are you saying. And then my third point is get knowledge about freelance. As we all know, all of the new graduate students or students who are still learning does not have the experience in finding job online. So this is one of the platform, one of the a chance for us to learn how online platform works for people, meaning that we don't actually find job physically go to the store doing face-to-face interview, but we can actually gain income using these freelance platforms. And my last one is threat. What do I find threat is because the first one, experienced competitors. Yes, as we can say, we students are lack of experience, but we gain experience from time to time. But for those who has been in this online platform for a very long time, they have gained experience they have gained so many experience than us. So it is actually a threat because client will always seek for people who have more experience, so we will always be left behind due to these experienced competitors. And my next point will be scammer. As I've said before, scammer is the most dangerous and the thing that you have to be very careful in doing things online, because scammers can take your money just in a blink of eye. As a conclusion, this project has helped me get a hands-on on how to find a job online. It is also a good opportunity for us to learn how online job can give the same benefit as finding physical job, but it is much easier to handle. In terms of time and place, online job is much more flexible and you can do wherever you want, but must within the limit time given. In summary, the online platform that I have registered are Freelancer, Upwork, MyGuru, LinkedIn, and People Per Hour. These platforms give different outcomes in terms of responsiveness and effectiveness. I have found out that Upwork and Freelancer are much easier to find job as compared to other platforms. But overall, it's all about efforts and commitments. That's all for me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.